Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine, staying at home. So welcome to my lecture, grade 12, chapter 5, topic Principles of Inheritance and Variation. So today we will discuss the next part of the chapter. So let's start with linkage. Morgan crossed yellow bodies with white-eyed mutant female to brown-bodied red-eyed wild-type male. In this, in F1 generation or first filial generation, he got females are wild-type and intercrossed in F1 progeny. Then he observed that two genes that did not segregate independently of each other. We already discussed in the previous lecture in when we intercrossed of F1 generation, F1 progeny, then what we will find? Normally in dihybrid cross, we find 9 raised to 3 raised to 3 raised to 1 ratio. But in this, he observed the two genes did not segregate independently of each other. The F2 ratio deviated from 9 raised to 3 raised to 3 raised to 1. Genes that inherited together with other genes as they are located on same chromosomes are called linked genes. An inheritance of two genes together, that is called linkage. Okay, in this picture you can see linkage, that result of the monohybrid cross conducted by Morgan. Morgan found that when two genes were grouped on same chromosome, some genes were very tightly linked, whereas other were loosely linked. So now lineage. The physical association of the gene on a single chromosome, that is known as lineage. Recombination. The generation of non-parental gene combination, that is known as recombination. Recombination occurs in crossing over of the chromosome during meiosis. Okay, you know what is meiosis? That is a type of the cell division. During the meiosis, crossing over occurs of the chromosome. Now, mutation. The phenotypic variations occurs due to change in gene or DNA sequence. That is called mutation, or you can say the alteration of arrangement of gene or DNA sequence. The organism that undergoes mutation, that is called mutant. There are different type of the mutation. So first is the deletion or the loss or the gain or insertion or duplication of a segment of DNA that result in the alteration in chromosome. It is called as chromosomal aberration. Gene mutation. The mutation take place due to change in a single base pair of DNA. That is called gene mutation or point mutation. Example, sickle cell anemia. Now frame shift mutation. Deletion or insertion of a base pair of DNA. That is frame shift mutation. So there are three types: chromosomal aberration, point mutation and frame shift mutation. Now pedigree analysis. The study of inheritance of genetic traits in several generations of a family. That is called pedigree analysis. That basically help in genetic counseling to avoid any genetic disorder. On the right side you can see the symbol which we used during the pedigree analysis. Now genetic disorder. Genetic disorders grouped into two categories. First is the Mendelian disorder, second is the chromosomal disorder. Mendelian disorder are mainly determined by alteration or mutation in a single gene. Okay, and it obey the principle of Mendelian inheritance during transmission from one generation to other. Example, hemophilia, color blindness, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria, thalassemia, etc. These are the diseases which come under the Mendelian disorder. Now, chromosomal disorder, that is caused due to absence or excess, or you can say abnormal arrangement of one or more chromosome. Okay, and the diseases which include under the chromosomal disorder are Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, and Turner syndromes. Now, first disease is the hemophilia. It is a sex-linked recessive disease. Sex-linked, or you can say X-linked. The defective individual continuously bleed to a single cut. If a single cut is there in a hemophilic person, then the blood will continuously releasing out. The gene for hemophilia, that is located on the X chromosome. Remember, that is important point. In this disease, a single protein that involved in clotting of the blood, that is affected, and the disease is transmitted from unaffected carrier female to some of the male progeny also. Okay, how? Let's see. In this picture you can see, I told you that is a sex-linked recessive disease. So in the father, X and Y chromosomes are there. So a father having hemophilia, okay, but mother is unaffected by the hemophilia. So what was the possible? The possible outcome for each pregnancy is the no son will have hemophilia, because son is getting one chromosome from the mother is unaffected, and one is getting from the father, and that disease is the X-linked. But all the daughter will be carrier, okay, because daughter have one from father and one from the mother, but father have X chromosome affected, that's why. In this picture, a father unaffected by the hemophilia, but mother is carrier for the hemophilic, not particularly diseased, because one X is affected and other is not affected. So possible outcome for the each pregnancy is the 25% son that without hemophilia, and 25% daughters that are not carrier, that means not affected, but 25% son with hemophilia, because they are getting one X chromosome from the female also, na, correct, that's why. And daughters carrier of the hemophilia, because she is getting one chromosome from mother and one from the father, okay, which she is getting from father, that is unaffected, but what she is getting from mother, that is affected, that's why she is carrier for the hemophilia. Now in this, father is also hemophilic, but mother is a carrier for the hemophilia. So the possible outcome for each pregnancy is the 25% son that is without hemophilia, 25% daughter with hemophilia, now not carrier, deceased person, because both are hemophilic, mother is carrier, father is hemophilic. So that affected chromosome she got from father as well as from the mother, and 25% son with hemophilia, that X chromosome is affected, which he is getting from mother, and 25% daughter, that is carrier for the female, carrier, because as I told you, one X chromosome from mother and one from the father, which she is getting from the father, that is affected, and which she is getting from the mother, that is not affected, that's why she is a carrier. Okay, female have 2 X chromosome, that's why female can be carrier, but male have only 1 X chromosome, that's why male is hemophilic. Female suffering from disease only in homozygous condition, okay, and female becoming hemophilic is extremely rare, because I told you, mother of such a female at least carrier, and the father should be hemophilic, because that is X-linked disease and father have only 1 X chromosome. Affected transmits the disease only to the son, not to the daughter. Daughters can receive the disease from both mother as well as from father. Okay, So rest part we will discuss in the next lecture. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. Okay. So till then, stay at home, stay safe, be happy. Thank you.